what's up guys, tomtherodger here today, and I'm going to tell you a story. It was 5 years to this day where I had this scar. It was in a PE lesson / gym session if you're from America. So pretty much we played hockey in PE and everything was going so well. Like the practice was good and we got into the hockey match, and I actually tried in hockey for once in my life. I actually tried in PE, and I had my head down like this, and this guy, I'm not naming any names, went like this and accidentally hit me right there, and I went like this, and I don't know what happened. All right, so as I holded my hand out, I saw blood. Then I went to the floor, and I just wanted to get up, but people noticed that I was on the floor, and everyone just threw bibs on me because it was cold outside. And I think they had bibs on like the cut, and yeah, and the first aid and the PE teachers called the first aider, and yeah, it was scary. And it was right in that cut. I'm not good with stories, but so the first aider rung the ambulance up, and I just wanted to get up. I wanted to get up. I didn't give a crap. I was that much of a lunatic back then. I wanted to get up because I wanted to get back into the locker room and to get dressed. But of course, this is wide open, cracked head open, and I couldn't do much about it. But I wanted to get back into lesson and like learn, pretty much. I think the next lesson I had art, and I wanted to do some art, yeah, mate. But then I had to go in an ambulance to go to hospital, and yeah. And my PE teacher came with me in the ambulance with me, and I was thinking in my head, why don't you go back and like do your job, like be a PE teacher? And I was like, but it was such a nice PE teacher as he came on in the ambulance with me, and then we came to hospital, and then I met my mum. She was worried sick about me of what happened to me at school, and yeah. So I waited an hour in A&E, and my PE teacher was still here for a little bit. Then he had to go back to the school because it was a PE teacher, and that was his job. And I didn't mind that because I still had my mum with me because she was worried sick. And when the doctor checks the scar, I had like something there, like all the journey, and the doctor said to me, you have to be transferred to another hospital because unfortunately, like, this hospital don't do stitches as well as this other hospital in Hull. And so I was like, do I have to go? I was thinking in my head, like, do I really have to? Because I just can't be bothered. I was that much of a savage back then. And yeah, I just wanted to go back to school, like, literally. I really can't be bothered to travel. It's like, I think it's like around 45 minutes away-ish, and yeah, and I didn't want to go to Hull. I didn't care about myself back then. I just wanted to do this all day. Why not? And Mum said, you have to go. I was like, okay, I will go. Looks like I have to go to Hull to get some stitches. Then we are on this like mini ambulance thing. It wasn't an actual ambulance, but it was like a mini bus ambulance. Weird, I know, but yeah, it was a good journey. I'd still do this, and yeah, it was an eventful ride to this hospital, to Hull Hospital, well, Grimsby to Hull Hospital, and yeah, and we finally got to Hull. And I think we waited an hour or two to even get checked because I think we was at the wrong bit. And I was like, oh, do I have to? Do I have to wait all this long? I think it was like, the time it happened was half about 10, half 10ish, and the time I got, the time I got, wait, the time I got to see a doctor in Hull was around 4 o'clock-ish, around 4, 5ish. So I pretty much waited the entire day to even get seen by a professional doctor who will actually give me stitches right here to cover up, to yeah, to cover it up. So the procedure commenced, and I think the doctor said to me, "Do you want to go to sleep or stay awake?" I was like, I didn't know what I was back then, but I stayed awake. It was like a little operation thing, but yeah. And so I decided to stay awake, and I think like got me some drugs. Joking, but like some painkillers, like needle in me, so I won't feel any pain. But I felt a lot of pain. It actually really hurt bad when the stitches went up and down. Up, I think I had about 8 stitches in total. Like, my mum had to be sent out the room because she didn't want me to be in agony, I don't think. And yeah, and to see of how much blood, of how deep it was, because apparently it was like really deep. I didn't see it myself, but people said it was like really deep, and I was like, ah. So if it was any closer, I think it would have caused some brain damage. I actually think that if it would, but luckily it wasn't deep, like really like deeper. Like, but I think it was about, if it was about a centimeter or 2 deeper, I think I would have a severe brain damage. If it was any deeper, like you can clearly see the scar right now on the screen, right there. If it was any deeper, I would have had brain damage. So then the procedure was done. I had 8 stitches right there to close up the gap, and we didn't find a way back home because we didn't drive, we didn't know anyone in the area, we couldn't find any people who were free who would pick us up from Hull back home. So Hull Hospital was kind enough to pay for the taxi fee back home to Grimsby, which was really nice for them. And I know that no one will watch this video as much, but also it's 5 years since that as well. Since this. Also the other day it was 5 years from my first video on YouTube, and it's 5 years since pretty much my worst injury yet in life, and pretty much that's the evidence right there, the scar. I'm not Harry Potter. And so we traveled back home, and my head was pounding like hell. Like literally, my head was like pounding like hell as I just got whacked with a hockey stick today, and I just had 8 stitches in my head. Of course, my head was gonna be pounding like hell, like the way home, and I think it was around 6 o'clock-ish on the way home. And I was like, oh, does this have to be? Oh, and I had sick then. Finally, we came home, and I don't know what I did. So yeah, I had 6 weeks. No, not 6 weeks. That's another video. So I had 3 weeks off school because, like, to clear it up a bit, because like no one doesn't want to see a scar, and if anyone pushes me in the din line, of course it could most likely come open again. And I went 3 weeks later. I went to the doctors, and the doctor like picks out that didn't hurt. Oh, that was like really nice to get those stitches out. And yeah, and I just went back to school. I went back to school as normal. This was 5 years ago. I think today. 5 years ago today, when this happened, and I just wanted to tell the story to you guys of what the day was, well, like the 27th. I think, yeah, the 27th of February 2013 ish. I think this happened, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this story time video, because I want to do this more often. You know, just me telling stories, just out the blue, telling you guys about my life experiences, because I want to share them with you guys, because yeah, and also it'll be good to look back in years' time, and yeah, and hope you guys enjoyed this story time video of me getting hit with a hockey stick by accident. And please like, rate, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in another video. Peace.